boys and girls. It's me, Miss Becky. Welcome to my Faith-Based Friday series, where Bible lessons and Christian living lessons come to life through art. This week we're going to explore the book of Genesis, when God created the entire universe and everything in it in 6 days and rested on the seventh. On the fourth day, he created this: day and night. We're going to create it with markers and white paper, but we'll get to that really soon. So gather your supplies and meet me back here in just a moment. See you soon.
If you want to know more about God's other 6 days, you can click on the link below in the description box and you can get the free Bible app for kids. This free app is for Android or Apple, and it is so much fun. Each story is animated, and you get to interact with each story too. Find gems, earn rewards, all the while you learn about God and His plan for us and this world.
Okay, boys and girls, here we are. This is our project we're going to do, and I would like to read from the Bible about day 4. In Genesis chapter 1, it says, "Then God said, 'Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth.' And that is what happened. God made 2 great lights, the larger one to govern the day, and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good." So let's begin. You're going to need permanent markers in black, yellow, orange, and red, and 3 different colors of blue: light blue, medium blue, and dark blue. Doesn't matter what brand. And what I did for time's sake is that I went ahead and drew a line on my piece of paper. The other thing you're going to need is something to draw around to make your sun and your moon. So we'll line it up like that, and we'll trace around it. Okay. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to trace around half of it over here to make our moon. So let's do half or 3/4, whatever it is. We're just not having a whole moon. That's the entire point. And then what you can do is you can turn this around and we will play dot to dot. We'll do a nice curved line like this to create our moon. Okay. The next thing we need to do is we need to create these straight lines, these rays that are coming from the sun. I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw a line from there. Notice I don't go over my sun, okay? And then I'm going to use about 1 inch space in between. So I'm going to move this over like this, and I'm going to draw another line out to the end. Okay, now that you have your lines drawn over here, we're going to draw a few lines on this side as well. But we're not going to do the same rays. We're just going to do nice organic or squiggly lines to separate some sections so that when we put our patterns in and our colors, we've just got some sections to work with. Now we're going to do the patterns on the inside, and I want to go over this and give some recommendations. I have many students who like to make tiny, tiny, tiny little patterns. And the problem with that is that it's going to take you forever to color it in. So make nice big patterns. So let's get going on our patterns. I'm going to start on this side and move over. Okay, go. Now I'm going to stop right here because I'm going to make a recommendation. Do you see how I'm making these little bubbles right here? Well, in order to make them look kind of like scales and to graduate them the way that it looks really cool and artistic is that once you make your bubbles on the outside of each side, then come in and connect the two spaces in the middle. All right, now let's work on the patterns for our moon side. We want them to be, they can be the same or they can be different. And it's okay because even if they're the same, they're going to be the opposite colors. We're going to be doing warm colors for the sun and cool colors for the moon. So what I would do though is even if I'm going to use my same patterns from here, I might change them up. I might put, like, for instance, I'm going to put, let's see, I think I'm going to put this pattern over here. Okay, so now we're going to fill up these boxes. Are you ready? Go. Okay, now that we're done doing our patterns, now we get to begin the coloring. See, I told you this was super easy. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called graduating color. We're going to start with the lightest color and go to the darkest color. Okay, I'm going to stop there and make an observation. I want to give you some advice. If you noticed, these lines are very obvious, and I really would like to graduate it more, like blend it more, but that's really usually not super possible unless you have a lot of skill with markers. And in 15 minutes, I don't have enough time to show you how to do that. However, what I do want to tell you though is that if you choose to use crayons or not oil pastels. This is not a project I would recommend for oil pastels because they smear too much and these are too detailed to be able to handle oil pastels. But colored pencils would be a good option and crayons would be a good option. Okay? All right, let's continue on and we're gonna do a pattern. So I'm gonna do yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. All right, and you can do that pattern too on yours. Okay, go. Now let me stop there and I can show you what I'm doing. I decided that I wanted to do all my yellow spots first because it speeds up the process. So what I did was I said yellow, orange, red, yellow. And I'm gonna go over here, yellow, orange, red, yellow, yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red, yellow. Do you see how I'm doing that? Okay, and that can actually speed up your coloring process. Yellow, orange, red. And go here. All right, let's continue. Go. Okay, that does it for my yellow. Now let's move on to orange. And we're gonna keep with our pattern. We're gonna do yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. So now we're gonna do our orange. You ready? Go. Okay, this is really coming together. So now let's take out our red marker and we'll finish the other side, the other spots. Now, are you beginning to see why I said make your patterns big and bold and not too detailed? Because this is some coloring in. It takes some time to color this in, so you definitely don't want to have too many details. Okay, let's finish up. Wonderful. Half done. Half done. Now let's work on our night side. And the first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to color in my moon yellow. So I've got that out of the way. Okay, now let's start working on our night side with our three colors. Once again, similar to the other, we're going to start with our lightest color, then follow up with our medium color, and then our darkest color. So I'm going to do all my spots with my lightest color first. So it'd be light, medium, dark, light, medium, dark. Go. Okay, so now let's do the medium blue. But before I do that, I want to let you know, stick with me till the end of the video because I'm going to give you a really cool bonus in the end. All right, I have something fun for you. So let's get going on our medium blue and stick around till the end so I can give you something special. Go. Okay. All right, now let's finish up with our dark blue. But we're still not done. Even after our dark blue, we've got something special to add after our dark blue. So let's do our dark blue and we'll come back and I'll do our special thing. Go. Okay, now let's compare it to this one. We still have a little bit more to go. What we're going to do is we're going to add some stars because just like it said in the Bible, it said he also made stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and it was the fourth day. So just like I chose little spots to put stars, now let's choose with our black marker and let's choose some spots to do some little stars. And by stars, we're just going to make little crosses to represent the stars. Okay, there we go. This was super fun doing this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. What I did is if you look beneath the description box, in the description box below, what I did is I put a link to a PDF that shows you all the different pattern suggestions that you can use. And they're in little boxes so you can see exactly all these different suggestions. You don't have to take all the suggestions, but they're there for you. What are we going to make next time? Wouldn't you like to know? It'll be a surprise. See you next Friday. Bye.